Okay, so to go along with your chapter over chain rule, they also talk about taking derivatives of parametric functions. And when you take a derivative of a parametric function, you've got two different guys that you are working with. You've got the x part and you've got the y part. And since they are separate, we have to treat them separately, but we can take the derivative of everything at once. Now, all the derivatives, all of them, so all of these guys right here cannot equal 0. None of those guys can equal 0. And then this guy right here definitely can't equal 0. It's gotta exist. So what we do then is we just start taking some derivatives, set it up. So I'm going to look at dy dx over no, this should be dx dt, dy dt over dx dt. And so what does this look like? Well, what's the derivative? Look on your circle card, on your trig card. What's the derivative of the tangent t? Secant squared t. What's the derivative of the tangent of t? And the derivative of the tangent of t is secant t tan t. So when you look at the derivative of the top divided by the derivative of the bottom, this is what you get. And the secant t and one of those secant t's cancel. And so I have secant t over tangent t. Well, don't forget that the secant, this is like saying the secant is 1 over the cosine, and the tangent is sine over cosine. And so if you divide by a fraction, you multiply by its reciprocal. So when I do this, my cosines cancel, and I'm left with 1 over sine t. And this is a good answer, or if you want to write it as cosecant t, that's a good answer. The second thing that it wants us to do is find the derivative at this point, square root of 2, 1. At the point square root of 2 over 1, or when t is equal to pi over 4. So we just take this cosecant and we put pi over 4 in for t. And again, this is on your trig card, and you can look at it. So we get the square root of 2. That's the slope of the tangent line at x equals pi over 4. The point that they give us is used now. So we're going to have y minus 1 equals pi over 4. The slope is square root of 2 times x minus pi over 4. And there's your equation of a tangent line in parametric form.